Well, hello to my YouTube friends out there. I'm back, and for those of you that are new, feel free to hit that subscription button, that notification button if you like. Well, let me start off by saying that I had a blessed day today. I went to go see my mom and got on the phone with my girlfriend, talked with her for a little bit. It helps to talk with people. And I went to this local warehouse where I go for my nail stuff and all that. But the reason why I'm coming on because I'm pretty impressed with this little guy. It's called Wet Me Beauty Blender. It's dirty right now because I use it for my makeup application, but it's different than a regular beauty blender. And what it does, when you run it under cold water, it turns colors, and then when you run it under hot water, it turns another color. So that's what I love about this. Now what I'm going to do is clean it, run the water on it, whatever. But I'm not going to clean it. I'm just going to run the water on it. I'm just going to show you guys what this thing does. Now I got it on cold right now. So it was pink. So the pink keeps it more pink, the pink keeps my pink. The cold water keeps it more pink. Now I'm going to run it on the hot water. And it's going to make it look like it's, I don't know, it looks like a light purple turn. It's clear, like. And then I'm going to turn it back on the cold water. And then it's going to change it back to pink. I get here in the sink when I'm washing it, and I've been playing with it, and it's pretty interesting. How I found the beauty blender Wet Me was on Instagram, and they advertised it. It was constantly wet me, wet me, wet me. So I said, and then they showed it, they're dipping it in the water, cold water, hot water, and all that. So yeah, it's dirty, but I tell you, this thing really, really works and put on your makeup really, really well. It's better than the average regular beauty blender. It's different. Turn colors, I was like, this thing turn colors? So yeah, let me come like over here to my my sitting spot, and I'm not wearing any lashes today. I was earlier, but what happened was I was using the mascara and they were falling all in my eye, irritating my eyes, and just, oh my God, I'm so used to my strips, and I gotta use them every day to learn them because it's so different doing it, because you got to be careful putting it underneath your eyes there, because they will fall if you don't put them on right. And so me and my husband was out, and I noticed that I had a gap in between where my lashes were, and I was like, I missed something. I missed one of them. It's just you don't have to worry about that with strips. They're already made up for you. All you got to do is use glue and the lash. Another thing, I came home and I made me some sirloin steaks in my Instant Pot. That thing is such a learning curve for me, but it's okay. I'm still learning. One thing it was doing, I cooked some short ribs. There was quite a few of them, and it kept saying food burn. And mind you, did I read my manual? No, not all the way through. And it kept saying food burn, food burn. No matter where I put it, no matter what setting I put it, no matter how many I put it, whatever. So I Googled it. I didn't have no help. I tried to call, tried to write, what's his name, Cooking with Doug. No answer, no response, no nothing. I'm like, and he was referred to me from my girl, Miss Brazil. So I was relying on him to get back to me, but he never did. And so I said, I'm going to learn how to cook these short ribs. That was a couple of days ago. It took me from 4 to 8:30 at night to cook them. and they came out so tender. I had all that time, and I kept watching it. So tonight, what I did, I was, I'm still learning. So I had to call a friend of mine and her mom. I've been knowing Cheryl for years and years and years. She had to call her mother because her mother been cooking for God knows how long, and she's from New Orleans. And she said, "Did you guys read that manual?" Well, food burn means it's overheated, and I probably didn't add enough water to it. But you got to add water no matter what. I know that. So tonight I made my sirloin steaks and I cut them in half, and fried them on each side. Added me and I sautéed my green onions and regular onions, and did that first. No, I fried my steak on each side first, just a little bit. Took them out, then I sautéed them, and then I put them on. I was so afraid. I put them on pressure cook 15 minutes. Oh my God. I was so afraid it was going to overcook. So I sat here and I waited for them. And while I was waiting, it turned off, and I felt like they weren't tender enough, and I stuck a fork in them. And then I went to cook them for another, I think it was another 15, and it came back on there, food burn. And I'm like, it's doing this again? If this thing keep telling me food burn, it's going back to the store. I mean, because that gets me. But I had enough water. I had enough gravy in there. I had all of that stuff, juices going. So, and it overheats, and I guess it's telling me too that my food is ready. When I went in there to get my steak out, and I cut them in like pieces about like that, and put them over my rice. Oh my God, it came out really, really well. I said, thank you, Lord. So anyway, that's on that note. And then I had to go to my hospital where I go, and I had to have my blood work done today for my diabetes. And I think I told you guys this before. So they check my diabetes every 3 months to see where I'm at. And so I pray to God that I don't have to have insulin shots. That all I can do is just take my medication and continue doing what I've been doing, and getting my regular checkups over the phone every so often. I have a young man, Emmanuel, that works with my doctor. He checks on my diet, and he also check to see how I'm doing, because when my son passed, my blood sugar was so high. It was up in the 200s, and I couldn't get it down. And I wasn't eating right either, because it took my appetite, everything, away. And so I was eating, but not a whole lot. So now, everywhere I go now, people are telling me I'm losing weight. And I think it's from the diabetes. I don't weigh myself because I get discouraged if I try to weigh myself. I don't know why I'm losing weight, but people are recognizing that I'm losing weight. I don't look at myself like that. And, well, I do. Because, no, let me take that back, because I went to church and I was wearing my stockings, and my stockings started sagging. And I looked down to my ankles, and I ain't seen that. And I'm like, look at my, I said, wait a minute. And I kept pulling up my stockings, and I'm like, oh my God, and they weren't too big, when I bought them. So they sagging on me. And I'm like, something's not right. So anyway, that's my little story of the day. Oh, let me tell you guys. I used my color by numbers, and I remember when I was working that I used to use their Crayolas, but they're the twist top. I'm gonna have to show you guys those, but you use those for these type of projects because you want to get in between the lines. And I'm telling you, the crayons messed my butterflies up. It started getting when you color, it starts to like waxy, like in between the lines of the crayons. Now, Now on these here, they're so small to get in between to color this. I'm gonna have to use a Crayola twist up pen. They're like pencils, and they're gonna go right in between these fine lines of everything. And I was like, oh, I messed my butterflies up with those crayons. And they had them in a section where when you purchase the books, they have them right there where you use it for your coloring. It don't work well at all. And then I was looking on this one right here where they have the clothes and the little teddy bear and the books and the lamp and the basketball court outside. It was like it's a yard sale. That's what it is. Those numbers are small. And each and every one in between of there, you got to get all in between there. Every little detail. So anyway, and the trees in the background. If everybody can see that. Yeah, see, that's a yard sale. So I can't wait to do that one. And the clothes here and the lamp. Yeah, but I got to have the right Crayola crayons to do it with, because I can't get in between the lines with crayons. If that makes sense. They're too small. So anyway, I love you guys out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. The Wet Me Beauty Blender. Okay, guys, have a blessed night. You know what to do. Leave your comments down below. You know I love my comments. God bless, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.